Welcome back to Bountiful Gardens. The heat is on and summer's coming up fast. There's no time to waste, so let's get back on the road and see what's blooming for Memorial Day weekend. One of the surest signs of summer has to be the opening of the roses, and sure enough, they've just started to bloom. These legendary sun-loving garden classics need no introduction and come in an ever-expanding array of colors and growth habits. We'll definitely be keeping an eye on these beauties throughout the season, so stay tuned. This week, we're seeing our native Baptesia come into bloom. This sun-loving perennial is a member of the pea family, thriving in poor soils while actively improving them, and it's even highly drought and deer resistant. Historically, Native Americans have used the pigments from Baptesia flowers as a substitute for indigo, giving the plant the common name, false indigo. Its roots are also highly medicinal, frequently being used alongside Echinacea to boost immunity and treat respiratory infections, sores, and more. Looking to add vibrant wet meadow vibes to that sunny, boggy spot in the garden? Ragged Robin has you covered with its perky, pink, deer-resistant blooms that reach up to 3 feet in height, standing out in the late spring landscape. While there are plenty of stars in the late spring garden, few stand out like Bluestar or Amsonia. Once established, this long-lived native perennial is able to thrive in both wet and droughty conditions in full sun and part shade. After these blue flowers fall in summer, the plant provides flowing foliage in the garden before putting on their final show of the year, a brilliant display of red, yellow, and orange fall color. Thanks to their latex sap, they're also near impervious to deer, and that same sap has been used by Native Americans to help keep wounds sealed. For some of the most stunning, hummingbird-beloved blooms of the season, make sure to add Columbine to your garden palette. This native perennial does best in rich, well-draining soils in partial shade, though it can tolerate full sun when given enough moisture. Red Columbine is our locally native species, though you can also find blue Columbine and some fancy cultivars in the landscape. Amazingly, science has now proven that Columbine's original native range is in Asia, with evidence of the plant migrating across the Bering Land Bridge into North America during the last ice age, making Columbine as native to North America as the first people. If you want to call hummingbirds in from far and wide, you'll want Weigela in the landscape. These hardy, deer-resistant deciduous shrubs feature the vibrant tubular flowers that hummingbirds hunt for, and can reach up to 10 feet tall and wide in time depending on the variety. Weigela comes in multiple flower and foliage colors, and prefers full sun and rich, moist, well-draining soil. Its blooms are often used to symbolize deep, everlasting love, so if you're trying to make a statement to someone, here's your chance. Want the unmistakably sweet scent of lilacs all the way through fall? Plant a Bloomerang. By blooming on both new and old growth, these incredible lilac cultivars defy the laws of traditional old-fashioned varieties which only bloom for about 2 weeks in early spring. You'll want to plant in full sun and make sure to give your Bloomerang a deep soak during summer dry spells so it can keep on blooming through the first frost. With some of the most unique flowers in the native landscape, Calycanthus is a showstopper. Thriving in full sun to part shade in moist, rich, well-draining soils, this shrub is a living relic from a time before bees existed, with its blossoms still primarily being pollinated by sap beetles. Its fragrant flowers, leaves, and bark have been used in Appalachian history as both a perfume and as a cinnamon substitute for thousands of years, leading to one of its common names, Carolina allspice. Closing out this week's field trip, we have a classic garden combo, Rhododendrons and Azaleas. Azaleas started blooming all the way back in April, and now that they're starting to pass their peak, rhododendrons are opening up to steal the show. Both shrubs require partial shade and do best in moist, acidic, well-draining soil, and it's best to plant them up a bit to keep their shallow roots out of any standing water. Rhododendrons are typically evergreen, while most azaleas are deciduous, but as is common in nature, there are always exceptions. No matter what you choose, you'll enjoy gorgeous blooms while butterflies and bumblebees sip on nectar. Thanks so much for watching. As spring turns to summer, there are new blooms opening up every day, and you'd better believe Bountiful Gardens has them all. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like and let us know which plant was your favorite in a comment down below. Most importantly, be sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on the latest plant-based news. Happy Memorial Day, and happy planting!